What is good, everybody? Happy Halo Infinite Day. It is finally out. This is a huge surprise, honestly, like this Monday stealth drop. If you haven't yet, multiplayer for Halo Infinite, all of Season 1, it's here. The maps, the modes, the offerings, even though it's kind of branded as the beta, it's live, man. And the progress made now, it all carries over until December 8th. That is when the single player for the game is launching. And boy, oh boy, it's going to be a busy week. Many of you at school and at work. I know for me, I'm not going to be able to really dig my teeth in until tonight. Lots of late evenings grinding out this game, and I am incredibly excited, man. It's the 20th anniversary for Xbox and for Halo, and what a sweet stealth announcement to bring to the forefront. This video, I just want to share with you guys how stoked I am that this is live, some of my impressions, and mention briefly the Forerunner program, because a lot of the other folks in it have started making videos and talking sort of about their experiences. So why don't we begin with the impressions. In terms of how this feels versus the flights, there's been some performance upgrades for sure. I'm playing on PC, a 1080 Ti, and a 6700K in this computer. And I'm playing just on high settings. It seems like it's running a lot smoother. I'm not having as many hitching issues. There's still some bugs here and there, and I think that's going to be expected for some time. We'll just have to wait and see what kind of updates and optimizations continue to flow down the pipeline. I'm playing on controller, and it feels a whole lot better to me. If you guys watch the channel, you know I kind of flip back and forth. I play both mouse and controller for MCC, and I did both in the flights for Infinite. I'm really leaning towards the controller at this point. They heard the feedback regarding aiming issues kind of in the flight, it not feeling as good as it should. I think they've made some steps to make it feel a little bit better. That's my impressions after just playing some matches earlier today. And overall, I think controller will be where I'm probably going to spend most of my time throughout Infinite. In terms of the initial offerings, you've got the bot playlist, what is it, bot arena or something like that. Quick play, which is your social 4v4. And then you have big team battle, as well as the ranked hoppers. And I think there's a solo and duo queue in there as well. I'll throw some footage up and you guys can take a look there. Cool offerings for day one. I do hope this expands soon. I know free for all game types, there's always a community wanting that. And then Action Sack, all sorts of clever stuff that I'm sure they're going to bring and sprinkle into the game as time goes on here. Well, yeah, it's fun. I'm really happy. It's a new Halo game. What are you going to say, man? I am so excited to just embark on this new experience. And overall, the gameplay, I find it pretty fun, man. Like, especially in big team battle, there's just a nice sandbox at play here. And the more maps, the more game modes, the more time that comes to this thing, I think we're all as Halo fans pretty excited. I feel bad for Battlefield, honestly, like to have a stealth drop for a free game like this. Maybe there's not too much overlap in the player base, but this is pretty cool as a Halo fan. And then the last thing to cover, and I'll talk about it more in depth later this week, that's the Halo Forerunners Council. Some questions and tweets on it. You've probably seen some other content creators making videos on it so far. This was a feedback group that 343 put together. I was recruited back in 2019 with a small group of really just talented, amazing, passionate people to give feedback on Halo Infinite, mainly the multiplayer. We got to hear a cool set of stuff about the campaign, really multiplayer focus for the last few years, and it's just been a really crazy cool experience, especially now that the game is live and we're in the credits. It's a very surreal thing, but we all got to sort of voice our opinions and what we thought our community's opinion would be about Halo Infinite throughout its development. And excited to share more about it maybe later this week. And there's not a whole lot we can talk about. I mean, everything's pretty locked down, what we can't say or what we can say. But truly, I just am so happy about today. I mean, 20 years of Halo. I know many of you have been around this franchise that long. Many of you have been watching this channel for like 10 years, which is absolutely insane. So cheers to Halo Infinite launching. I hope you guys have a ton of fun. If you're playing the game so far, let me know in the comments what you're thinking about it. And welcome to the new era of Halo. Cheers.